What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Fallout video, and today I'm bringing you episode 24 of our top 5 mod series. And if you guys cannot tell, I actually did get a new microphone, so in my opinion I think the quality sounds so much better. My voice sounds a lot clearer, and my old mic picked up way too much background noise, so I figured I would make a little investment and buy a nice microphone for you guys to listen to. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into it.
With my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around.
Never pay full price for games again, guys. Use the link in the description to get up to 90% off of all G2A games. Alright guys, so the first mod we have is the Widow Shotgun by Carvello H01, and this mod adds in a standalone modular sawn-off shotgun, double-barreled, adhesive-rich shotgun into your game. Some of the features for this mod are short and long stocks, 6 receiver mods, 7 ammo types, zoom customization, muzzle brake and suppressors, custom sounds for loud and silenced, has a little backstory to it as well. And to find this gun, basically all you can do is go into Concord, and it's like next to this little hidden shelter next to this blue car that's like kind of crashed on top of it. So just underneath that there will be a little like, so once you are in this little like shelter bunker thing, if you go into your left you will see a whole bunch of items in here, but along with that there's going to be 2 dead bodies, and next to those is the Widow Shotgun. Now basically the story of this little shotgun, I'm not going to spoil too much of it for you, but basically her husband dies and this is all she has left, which is why it's called a Widow Shotgun, because if you don't know, a woman whose husband has died is called a widow. So most people already know that, but if you don't, there you go. If you do want to actually hear more about the story, there is a little terminal right here that you can read all about it. There's a pretty big backstory to it that you can learn a lot of things from. It's pretty interesting, but if you do care about that, just kind of skip it. It doesn't really matter, but if you want to read about it, here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stats for this weapon. So this weapon does a 186 damage, 36 fire rate, 47 range, 21 accuracy, and is worth about 39 bottle caps with a weight of 8.8, which is not bad for this little tiny shotgun, so it's not going to be taking up a lot of inventory space. Now we're going to be taking a little bit how much damage this weapon does. Now, this weapon is actually pretty strong. The only thing is here in this gameplay is actually that like my modded character is actually level like 5,000, so pretty much every weapon that's modded into the game doesn't really work well against super mutants, or like legendaries or some different types of raiders and things like that. But as you can see, against like Vicious Dog kind of gives you a certain idea of how much damage this weapon does, but like just because their health is so glitched for me, the weapon's gonna look like it's like completely terrible, but trust me, it's way better than it actually looks right here. Other than that, I have no really complaints about this weapon. It's actually really good. I don't like the way it looks necessarily. I like it looks cool, but it looks like it's like kind of missing some texture. I feel like he could have detailed it a little bit more. But other than that, it's a really cool mod in my opinion. Also, this mod does not require any DLC or anything like that, and it is pretty much going to be compatible with everything you're going to be playing with. So overall, super good mod, and I definitely do recommend adding it into your load order. Alright guys, the next model we have is a Skyrim-inspired Test 51 Power Armor by Sovereign Walrus, and this basically adds in a suit of power armor that actually looks like the guy from Skyrim. Now if you guys haven't played Skyrim, they has like the Dragonborn has like the horns on top of him and things like that. It looks pretty cool. If you haven't played, it's a really good Bethesda game. But basically to find this is actually, just go to Bethesda Comics. Once you download the mod, it's automatically placed inside of your Pip-Boy location and everything like that. But once you are actually inside here, there's going to be a whole bunch of like Skyrim models and all types of things like that. As you see, there's like an Elder Scrolls issue. You can find all the issues, which is a pretty cool Easter egg that you can actually find here. But basically, just go to this door and you'll go past it into an elevator. But while we're taking this elevator ride, I want to talk about some of the current features. Basically, it's one full set of TES power armor and with lots of mods, including backpacks and some animal trophies. All standard headlamp colors are supported along with that, along with 6 new paint jobs, including the Nordic War Paint, Winter Camo, and Skyforged Steel. 2 weapons based off the steel weapons from Skyrim and Wormhammer, and along with a sword with that. So basically, we're going to take a break from that, but along here, there's going to be another Skyrim edition little Elder Scrolls thing right here, and along with that, there's going to be this like power armor right here, which is the actual power armor itself, along with another issue of Elder Scrolls. And also there's some writing on the wall here. I'm not sure what that says. If you guys know what that means, comment that in the comment section below. But once you actually do get inside the power armor, I'm examining it in a second, but it actually does look super cool. The helmet is actually like one of the helmets from Skyrim, so it looks kind of old-fashioned instead of Fallout futuristic, which I think is a really cool touch to the game. Along with, I'm not sure how strong it compares to like normal power armor, such as like XO1 and T51 and stuff like that. It seems really strong, so I'd imagine it's probably up with XO1 and something like that, but it's completely moddable, so you can put like a jetpack or backpack, like he said, on it, or completely upgrade all your legs and everything like that. So if you guys have collected all the power armor inside of your game, or you just want something else new to play with, I would recommend this mod. It doesn't require any DLC or anything like that. Also, it's pretty much compatible with everything inside of your game, because it's only really modding just power armor and things like that. So something that's going to be affecting power armor may affect it, but I wouldn't see it like affecting it too much at all. Overall, pretty cool mod. Also, it's pretty unique. Haven't seen too much like this before, and definitely recommend adding it. Okay, so the next mod we have is True Storm's Wasteland Edition, Intense Weather, Sounds, and Effects by Fading Signal. Now, essentially, what this mod does, it adds in True Storms as a complete overhaul to the storm system in Fallout 4, including new heavy and unique storms, loads of intense new sound effects, interior sounds, particle effects, textures, fogs, dust storms, hazardous radiation, rain, and more, covering both the Commonwealth and Far Harbor. So if you do have the Far Harbor DLC, you're going to be able to experience these storms along with the Commonwealth. I'm guessing since he didn't put it in the description, it's not going to work for Nuka World, but I'm sure he'll do an update in the future where it's going to work with that as well. Some of the things added in this mod is a design around gameplay and immersion. Weathers will change how much you approach a situation. New weather types including radiation rain, heavy dust storms, heavy fogs, heavy light and rain, and more. Intense visuals during rainstorms, news to sync fork and lightning effects in the sky, so you're going to be experiencing a lot more lightning and things like that. 50 all-new intense thunder sounds and a new method for such more unpredictable random playback and lightning strikes. New interior sounds for all weathers, wind, rain, and rad storms. Thunderstorms for rain types, but only inside locations where it makes sense. There's also a volume slider for new thunder and rain sounds to give it more control, so if it's too loud, you can turn it down. If it's too quiet, you can turn it up. Fully configurable chance for feral ghoul attacks during radiation storms. And in-game configuration holotape to turn all features on and off, plus weather control holotape. Also, sneak buffs for player and companions during storms. Now, something I've experienced as well with this, so if it's nighttime and there's like a thunderstorm going on, it makes it so much darker than it normally would be, and also, like, whenever you light up the lightning sky, like, it's insanely bright, and it's kind of creepy. So if you guys are just looking for a simple mod that's going to make your game more immersive and not really change too much else inside the game, I definitely do recommend this. Adding this to, like, modded player builds is also really fun if you're trying to do a modded playthrough or something like that. Just makes the game a lot more different and offers new challenges and obstacles along the way as well. This mod is pretty much compatible with everything I've used with it also, and does not require any DLC. Unless you do have the Far Harbor, we can use that as well. But overall, pretty cool mod if you're not wanting anything that change the game too much, but just make it more immersive. The next mod we have is the See-Through Scopes mod by HakespamDress, and basically it's pretty self-explanatory. In the title, basically you can now see through scopes, so it's not just a black screen around you, so you're going to be able to see, have like your peripheral vision. And basically it does the following. It adds a short and medium range scopes where you can actually see through, much like the vanilla reflex sights. Furthermore, the reticles of said scopes are fully customizable in-game, and most weapon features a 2.5 times, 4 times, and 8 times zoom scopes. Every weapon that will have vanilla access to a recon scope. Also has a see-through 4 times recon scope. All scopes can be crafted at the workbench. For mod conflict reasons, the scopes do not spawn on NPCs. Currently, the mod adds scopes to the following weapons: the 44 Magnum, the 10mm pistol, the Alien Blaster, the Assault Rifle, the Combat Rifle, Combat Shotgun, and a few more guns. This mod is another one of those ones that just don't really affect your game too much, but just makes it a little bit more immersive, and I think it helps out a lot too. So, as you can see, I'm using on the Alien Blaster. It's probably not the best choice of a recon scope, but if you put this on like an Assault Rifle or something like that, I can see how this could be really effective if you're in some firefights where there's like a ton of enemies. And this mod is not going to be requiring any DLC or anything like that. It's also not going to be affecting any other mods, along with that one where he said that if you do, like, they can't spawn any NPCs or anything like that, or also be kind of conflicting with other mods. So, I definitely do recommend this adding to your loader if you're just trying to, like, help your game out. It's a super helpful mod, so. Okay, so our final mod we have is the Watts Laser Gun by Painter2099, and this mod will add in a Watts 3000 laser rifle with all new lore-friendly design featuring custom animations, models, and textures inspired by the famous Watts 2000 from Fallout and Fallout 2. The one that I found right here is just outside the Institute, and this one is called the Liberator. Does an energy damage of 2, but it's like a gauze rifle. You basically hold it and the damage builds up, and have fire rate of 40 and a range of 239. And just like with the other modded weapon, I'm sorry I cannot show you like awesome gameplay just because I'm such a high level and it kind of glitches out my enemies once again. So it's going to seem here like it doesn't do damage at all, but I promise you guys that it's actually powerful. But anyway, let's talk about what this mod offers. The Watts laser rifle is a higher damage than the AER-9 laser rifle, but a slower fire rate. It can be transformed into an automatic or semi-automatic weapon on any workbench without need to change barrel or receiver. If you feel that it has not enough damage for a sniper shooting, you can find a unique gun that will add ballistic damage to the rifle, making it one of the most powerful semi-automatic weapons, standing in line with the Gauss rifle. This option can make the rifle the strongest energy weapon in the game. The rifle will appear in the game after levels 15 to 20 at vendors and high-tech factions like the Institute, Brotherhood of Steel, and Gunners. So if you do not feel like going around and actually looking for it and farming for it, there's like a whole bunch of other locations where you can find it. I believe one is one of the vendors at Diamond City. You can find it at one of the vendors in the Institute, and a whole bunch of ones around there. I don't know them all by heart, but I'm sure you can see in the mod overview. As you can see, it looks like it is a very, very bad weapon, but I promise you guys it's actually pretty good, as the mod creator says too. It's definitely a good gun. My guys are just glitched. But there are going to be tons to collect around the Commonwealth, and this mod is not going to be requiring any DLC or anything like that. Also, not going to be affecting any other mods, so that's a plus. So that is pretty much all the mods I have for you today. So if you guys did enjoy this video and my new sounding mic, tell me what you thought of it in the comments. I think I sound kind of like a radio guy almost. It's a really, really nice mic. If you guys are wondering, it's actually an Audio-Technica AT2020, I believe. Definitely recommend it. I do like it. You're going to have to turn up the settings in the audio settings, but you guys don't really care about that. Also, I promise I will get back to the PS4 videos. I just ran out of live, or like some guy took it away from me actually. I got hacked. My PSN account got hacked, and he took away my live. So I'm going to be buying a new one as soon as I make sure that he's not going to take it away again, and then I'll be back to the PS4 mods, because if you guys don't know, you actually can't have PS4 mods if you don't have Xbox or PSN Live. So sorry about that. I'll get back to him as soon as possible. I know you guys don't like them as much as the PS4 mods, but in the meantime, I figured I'd put out some videos anyway. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.